This tea is so hot. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. That is a hot tea. I'm gonna prepare to burn my tongue then. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on various social media platforms including Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there. Over there. That was interesting. Now if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special roles on my Discord server, and you have exclusive access to loads of behind the scenes content including my wee rants and Vocal Anatomy 101 series, so consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. We have someone new today. We are going to listen to Fiona Apple. This was a suggestion that came from a patron, and I don't think I've heard Fiona Apple before, but I feel like I might have. Do you ever get that way when someone says a name and you're like, that rings a bell, but I don't know why? I might be thinking of Sharon Apple from Macross Plus. That could be what's happening. But we are going to go and listen to Werewolf live. I don't know where it's performed, but we're just going to go and have a listen, so let's go and see what we think. Oh, that mic isn't bumping constantly. That might work, who knows? Okay, let's go.
I could liken you to a werewolf, the way you left me for dead. But I admit that I provided a full moon.
Nice.
And I could liken you to a shark, the way you bit off my head. But then again, I was waving around a bleeding open wound.
Very interesting voice. So a lot of this is in a vertical thyroid position, which is the way that we speak, or the way most of us would speak. It's very matter of fact, it's very authentic sounding, it sounds like she's speaking to us. That's opposed to a tilted thyroid cartilage, which gives us a sweeter, more vibrato type sound. Ah. That's the difference between tilted and vertical there. She's combined it with a smoky tone. There's like a slight drop to her larynx, so you're getting a little bit of that dark richness out of there. She's also keeping her jaw quite loose, I think, and letting her tongue kind of sit a little flatter than normal. So you're getting this like lazy but intentionally lazy kind of setup. It's a really, really interesting tone that she's got there. Very nice.
You were such a super guy till the second to get a whiff of me. We're like a wishing well and a bolt of electricity, but we can still support each other. All we gotta do is avoid each other. Nothing wrong when a song ends in the minor key.
Right, so actually, I think she's pushing quite a lot here for effect. So, if you make that sound and then kind of blend that into your singing, you'll get that push off of the start of your phrases. It's quite glottal, but it also has quite a lot of air through it as well. There's a little bit of grit coming through and texture. That's probably from her false vocal folds not being fully retracted. So she's getting a lot of that kind of tickling of the air. She's got a really, really good tone. I like this.
Nothing wrong when a song ends in the minor key. An island of me.
Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I really did like that. So you see there that diminuendo at the end, that's where something goes from being louder to quieter. She actually used the mic in order to do that as well. So she kind of went, hee. And as you pull further away, the mic doesn't pick up as good a signal, so it gets quieter in that kind of way. She's using the technology to her advantage there. Part of the way that she gets the texture when she's doing more kind of full-on voicing, if you like, makes me think that she's using maybe some techniques from like rock singing, where you're basically blasting air through your larynx, kind of that sound, and then mixing it down so that it's just present through her vocal. Because when she goes into her softer place, it kind of disappears, and I feel like that's because she's maybe not abusing the air, if you like. Abusing is the wrong word, but like she's not overusing it. This is hard to explain. Also, very, very good held straight note there. That was also vertical thyroid, so it's one note. Whereas if you tilt, you sometimes get that oscillation on the pitch. So you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Just to hold that the whole way and make sure that she's consistent, and she did it so well. Nice.
Chemical, the way you make me compound a compound, but I'm a chemical too, inevitable. You and me wouldn't mix, and I could liken you to a lot of things, but I always come around, 'cause in the end I'm a sensible girl. I know the fiction of the fixed, but you were such a super guy till the second you get a whiff of me. We're like a wishing well and a bolt of electricity. We can still support each other. All we gotta do is avoid each other. Nothing wrong when the song ends in a minor key.
I like the way that she uses her stance here as well. She's very dug in. She's like this, almost like she's got something to say to you. Sorry, that was so stupid. But that kind of tells me that maybe she's using a little bit of anchor work to project that sound. Those are big muscle groups that come in to help the little muscles of the larynx and stabilize the sound. Namely here, I would say that it's probably her back that's doing most of the work. So probably her latissimus dorsi, which is like the wings on the back of your back, under your shoulder blades, and your quadratus lumborum, which is the ones that are like lower back into kind of pelvis territory. You can kind of see from the way she's standing that she's engaging something in her back, and those are the muscles that I would imagine she's using. Very nice.
Nothing wrong when a song ends in a minor key. There's nothing wrong when a song ends in a minor key. Nothing wrong when a song ends in a minor key.
Very good. Very nice. And I think that did end in a minor key. I could be wrong, but I think that is a minor key. Major and minor, if you want that explained to you dead quick, is a major key will sound happy and a minor key will sound sad, for the most simple explanation of that. So that did end in a sadder kind of chord, so I'm thinking that it did actually end in a minor key. Which is cool, get your lyrics to foreshadow what's going to happen. Yes, yes, Fiona Apple. I would add in that she had a really cool little bleated sound at points. It almost sounds like a vibrato, but it's not. It's actually like tiny little glottal stops. Ha 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 is a really rough way of doing it. You can hear through some of her vocals that she likes to use that to kind of give just a wee bit of dimension to the sound. She's so good! So hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And now I'll just say have a nice day, but subscribe to me. Yeah, bye.